Hi, and welcome to my very first presentation being recorded. So, thank you for allowing me this opportunity, and I hope I do well. So, welcome. Obviously, we are doing our Module 4 Exploratory presentation. With that, we are comparing two things, and the two places that I wanted to focus on were the two societies, complex societies in Southwest Asia, and the other one in the Nile Valley. So, with that, diving into both of these, comparing and contrasting achievements of Southwest Asia and the Nile Valley, some of the things that I focused on are the hieroglyphics as a writing system. I personally find that fascinating. And then also monumental architecture, advances in medicine and engineering, hearing just about medicine today and knowing that it came from even before Christ, and that's pretty amazing, actually. Advances in anything is pretty amazing to where originally started from the spec of it is even way back then. And centralized governance with pharaohs as divine rulers. So, with that, with Southwest Asia, development of writing systems. Obviously, that's kind of pretty exciting to hear. Advances in mathematics and astronomy. And these are just some of the things that they were known for, and architectural innovations and establishment of legal codes. Now, the differences between the two, um, Mesopotamia had city-states, while Egypt was unified under a pharaoh, and the pharaoh ruled everything. So there's a little differences there. Mesopotamia achievements were more diverse due to cultural exchanges, whereas Egypt had a more consistent cultural development. And that kind of fascinated me with, one was so more advanced, kind of where we are now and today. And, in Egypt, it was more by a ruler, right? So the different approaches to religion and its influence on governance. So the 21st century perspectives on greatness to me would be democracy, human rights, obviously the way people were treated back in the day. When you read about it, it's horrific, especially, a lot of people didn't have the ability for healthcare, and a lot of people, when you were born into a family, whatever that family was doing is what you're going to be doing, right? So individualism and modern definitions of greatness, doing your own thing, right? And value placed on technological advancement and innovation, focusing on global interconnectedness and cultural exchange, environmental sustainability as a measure of greatness with contrasting with ancient practices. And also me as a female, female empowerment. I mean, when we talk about history and we dive into, you know, who was ruler, I mean, a man was a ruler. And also a woman's place wasn't as an equal to a man. So me, when I think of 21st century perspectives on greatness, I would think as a woman. I mean, even as I'm presenting this now, it's not lost on me that a woman back in the day wouldn't even been able to do this, right? They wouldn't have been able to even go to school. They wouldn't have been able to, um, you know, be able to learn. So yeah, I focused on that. So criteria for a great civilization, these are just some of my ideas. So development of a writing system, obviously communicating with one another would be key. Advanced social organization and governance, coming together, finding those common grounds, but also, our finding our likenesses, but also coming together as far as what we don't agree on, our diversity and inclusion kind of thing. Economic complexity, cultural achievements, art and architecture, I think would be amazing because all of us come from different backgrounds. Learning each other's cultural differences and how, in the end of the day, we're actually kind of the same. But there's beauty in everything, and technological innovations. Um, we can definitely learn from one another. Um, Bringing that together and seeing how we can help our neighbor and how we can help everybody as far as for, you know, learning to grow. Obviously, the two civilizations that I chose were for a reason. I was more fascinated by those two. Um, but I thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk about them and just kind of stress on a few things. So, with that, I appreciate you taking the time to listen to me. And thank you so much and take care.